Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody in the house. Take a second, let's go. Okay, everyone. Today one is going to be really useful and valuable. Okay, and this will apply at multiple aspects of your life. So I would really want you all to process the information properly and logically think together. Okay. So whatever we discussed today, this is a very crucial aspect of a human being, and in all the decisions that you make in your life, it will have a very significant impact. Okay, so you and like whatever career, life, and everything that we are trying to do as part of this program, just know it, we are trying to do a lot of things. Okay, and it is like big time changes. People try to do like small habits, and that is also very painful. Right? So entire day they keep doing something else, and all of a sudden they just say, oh, tomorrow I want to do only one thing. But what we are trying to do is, we are one shot trying to change our entire life. The way we think, the way we act, the way we wake up, the way we sleep, the way we perform during the day, nothing but one shot we are trying to transform ourselves. Okay, and that is a big deal. So it's not everybody's cup of tea. First of all, it needs this commitment, but at the same time it shows that it is possible to do it. Okay, so as a human being, if you just make a decision, it's very possible to do it. And as part of today's session, we are going to touch 2-3 important topics, which will really be very eye-opener for a lot of people. Okay, now what exactly these things? Okay. First of all, we will spend some time in knowing about how really our mind operates and thinks, okay, on a day-to-day basis. Why? Because people have this self-doubt, disbelief, lack of confidence, overthinking, confusion, and not able to make clear decisions. So nothing but what happens basically. Okay. And next thing is key, how you can train yourself in order to overcome all these limitations and take your life towards a better future. So how do you install right habits in you? What's the step-by-step process? So today we are going to discuss all of these things. Okay. Now, first of all, getting started, just one thing. Okay. Whether you, whatever you might have heard on the planet so far, maybe through your parents or friends or your own experiences. Okay. So right now, let's try to really analyze what's happening with you while you are here in this journey of life, how your mind is going through phases. ठीक है, थोड़ा एक एक करके step by step let's understand it. देखो, first of all, we are all born a human being with a blank formatted disk, right? Empty mind, nothing, we don't know anything basically. It's a fresh mind, clean slate. Say we all come to the planet, and that's such a beautiful mechanism ki no matter which family or which culture or which part of the world a newborn baby is born, that baby just adapts to the circumstances. Okay, so that means that's how a newly formatted mind is. Okay, no matter in what situation you are placed, the brain knows how to learn, adapt in that circumstances. Your body knows how to learn and adapt in that circumstances, and it will completely be based upon what your surroundings are. We are created a very masterpiece plan कि भाई कुछ problem नहीं, we are giving a newborn baby blank है. Now your family, your surroundings, whatever discussions happen, whatever lifestyle is being discussed in your family surroundings, that's all is fed in your mind, and then you just adapt to your family cultures. Okay, whatever routines and everything that is being followed. Okay, now you need to understand कि while we are all like kids, babies growing up, 0, 2, 4, 6 age. So it is said, understand, ki we touch this topic as part of some session. Ki our brain is primarily having two sections: conscious brain, subconscious brain, something, something. Today we will try to understand it more better. But you need to understand ki there are these two separations in brain: conscious brain and subconscious brain. And people say that majority of your life results, whatever you get, it comes because of subconscious brain, okay, which controls 95% of your life activities. Nothing but if you really look at it at a high level, whatever is there in your subconscious mind, that is driving your life, not your conscious brain. Okay, but both has its own importance. So just understand, while you are all, we are all growing as from birth till initial 6 years, 7 years. Okay, we don't have this logical thinking capability till 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. कुछ नहीं, बच्चा कुछ नहीं सोच, doesn't analyze anything. Okay, it's just there, it's just enjoying everything and trying to just grasp experiences. Till that time, our logical brain is not developed that much. Nothing but the conscious brain which we have, it's not really putting any action in place. It is majorly your subconscious mind which is recording all the information in the initial 5 years, 6 years of your life. And that is where, guys, it is said ki while you deal with small children, be very careful, because whatever you say, your words, your actions, your habits, they directly translate into their inner mind, subconscious mind. And guys, subconscious mind drives the life. Okay, because subconscious mind is a habit mind. So if you are speaking with small children, so be very careful with your words, because if you plant the wrong seed in their mind, they will suffer for a very long time. For example, maybe I don't know whether you or we might have experienced it or whatever, but parenting is a responsible job. So what happens is, okay, whatever thoughts are going inside our mind repeatedly, they directly go into our subconscious brain. Okay, and now understand, this is a very critical thing. Let's say If a thought is planted, thoughts are very powerful, words are very powerful. If a thought is planted, okay, life is very challenging and we cannot really do great things. Only lucky, special people are there. We will always be middle class, mediocre like this only, and our life is always going to be struggling. Maybe this kind of a conversation, maybe your friends might be doing or your family might be doing. Okay, we are average people, we are middle class, we have to be like this only, all the money, everything goes to other section of the society. If this conversation is planted in your mind, okay, whether you like it or not, that's what you believe and that's what your life results are going to be. That's not the truth, but since those seeds are planted in you, that's what you will get in your life. Okay, so just understand, थोड़ा सा एक एक करके break down करते what exactly is happening. कि first of all, our subconscious brain consume things, and during the childhood, these thoughts, everything, whatever came, are dumped inside the subconscious mind. Now, as we start growing in our age, okay, what happens is this directly the thoughts do not pass into our subconscious mind because we got a analyzing brain now, which is the conscious brain. So we can make logical decisions, we can question things back. That's what is our analysis wala brain comes in picture. Now what happens is, okay, but whatever thoughts you keep repeating in your conscious brain, whatever, it doesn't differentiate between a good thought or a bad thought. If you repeat negative thoughts, disempowering thought repeatedly, they all will again pass into your subconscious, and whatever is there in your subconscious, that will drive your life. So I just try to understand how this balance is happening of things. Okay, so if something gets into your subconscious mind, that will drive your life, know it. And now the another part is, how do you take your thoughts from your conscious brain to your subconscious? We need to understand that piece. When we were a child, it was directly going into your subconscious mind, and that's what resulted in whatever happens with your life. Because whatever you believe, that is going to happen. We will understand this also section. But if your subconscious is having crap, low confident ideas planted, you will get the similar results in your life. Okay, we will touch that section, but know it as a conclusion, whatever is there in your subconscious brain, that drives your life. Now the second topic to understand is, from your conscious brain, how does things get inside your subconscious mind? Okay, while we were children, it was directly going because there was no logic there, it was all processing directly inside. But as you start growing in your age, it changes. So first, whatever thoughts come to you, it comes in your conscious part of the brain. Okay, where you can think, where you can process. But the thing is, whichever thought you keep repeating in your conscious brain over and over, over and over, over and over, those things get planted into your subconscious brain. That's the mechanism. So if you repeatedly think something, okay, that gets planted into your subconscious mind, you start believing in that, and whatever you believe, that is going to happen in your life. We will understand this more, but just understand this piece. Repeated thoughts in your conscious brain will get planted in your subconscious. Now you need to understand, if you say life is tough repeatedly, it will get into your subconscious mind, and accordingly your life is going to stay tough. If you feel, I am not good, I always get into problems, if you think that repeatedly, that's what will get inside your subconscious, and that's what your life be. Always you will get into problems. You'll understand that how it works, but whatever thoughts you repeat gets inside. If you feel, I am not lucky, others get opportunity, you will start believing, it gets planted, and that's how the results in life will be. So you need to be careful about what you think as a repeated pattern. It's a choice. Okay, with human being, that's the powerful thing. When you were children, somehow your parents and all, they planted whatever seeds, your family, your society planted whatever seeds. But right now it is a choice. You choose what you want to think and believe about yourself. You can train this beautiful mind system that you have. You choose to think that I am strong, I am capable, I am powerful, I will deal with anything which life has to offer. I can overcome any circumstances. If you think these thoughts repeatedly, they will get planted inside your mind, and that's how your life results will work. But if you keep repeating always, life is pain, I don't feel like doing it, opportunities go to others, I'm not lucky enough in my life, life is always giving me problems, I cannot do this. If you think like that, if you think like I am a lazy person, I cannot, I'm not smart, if negative thoughts are what you think, that will get inside. So the second important thing which you need to understand is you choose what thoughts you want to really generate, and you can think whatever you want, there is no restriction. But important thing, whatever you think repeatedly, that will get into your subconscious. Okay, so fine. First conclusion out of whatever we spoke so far, the thoughts which run in the subconscious mind, that drives our life. Okay, now the second thing is you can generate which thoughts to be planted in the subconscious mind. You can generate which thoughts can be planted into subconscious mind, and repeating those thoughts long enough, you choose the thought, you repeat it long enough, it will get inside your subconscious. Simple, two things. Okay, now let's understand this piece key. Let's say due to whatever reasons, understand right now you are in this stage of your life, 20 years, 25 years, whatever age you are in, you need to understand you accumulated all these thoughts which were planted from outside, which were your own thoughts, and finally your brain is now where it is. Let's see, wherever you are right now, good, bad, average, complex, whatever, you reach to one point. Now the thing is, right from today onwards, you need to start analyzing who you are as a person, how you think, what are the good things, what are the bad things, and how do you change yourself. Because if you don't go through this transformation, life is always going to continue the same way which it was doing. So that's where today's topic is important to understand how we all operate. Okay, now understand this one thing, we will come to it. Okay, how do we change the system? But the thing is, let's understand this one thing, somehow, let's say right now you have reached to this stage, whatever is there in your subconscious mind, how will that drive your life? Okay, with some small example, let's understand. Okay, देखो, what happens is, a simple example, you want to purchase, or let's say you want to do enroll for online course for learning. Okay, if that is your thought which you are thinking, okay, I want to enroll for a course, or let's say you want to purchase a two-wheeler or a mobile phone. Okay, nothing but just understand that is the primary thought which is running in your mind. Now let's say in any conversation, I'll give a simple example, I've spoken about this earlier. Let's say two people are talking and they are just standing there doing some discussions, and in one person's hand there is a phone. Okay, now let's say you are the third person, you want to purchase a mobile phone. Now whatever that conversation will be happening, inside that conversation your eyes will catch which is the phone in his hand, it's looking really good. Okay, the person, two people standing there, they will not even notice that phone, but because you want to purchase it, you repeat those thoughts so much, okay, you will be like automatically you will start seeing that. Now guys, this is where the mystery of life is. Reality is there, but different people see it differently. Those two people did not even focus on the phone, they were discussing whatever other things they want, but you wanted phone, so your eyes went there, you saw, and immediately maybe you will just interrupt the conversation and ask details, okay, what this phone is, what are the features, kya pricing hai, kaise, blah 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 blah. Okay, now another example, if you want to purchase a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler. Okay, this happened, okay, with my family members when we were planning to purchase. They are like, we never noticed vehicles on the road, it is like everything is a vehicle. Okay, but once we wanted to purchase it, then while we are on the road, The brain is automatically, Arey, this car ka design acha hai, which is this brand? Arey, look at this. Arey, look at this. Nothing but just understand the reality is always there. The thoughts which run in your mind, because of those thoughts, you perceive a different reality. So if there are two people, okay, X and Y, based upon whatever thoughts are running in his mind, two people will look at same situation differently. That's where right now you might understand, let's say, if there is something going very wrong in my life right now, let's say something terrible is happening and life is painful. If I even discuss that with you, you will not feel the same thing which I, because my mind may those thoughts are so much jammed. And that's the reason we should not judge anybody, because you are trying to evaluate that situation based upon what is running in your mind, and you don't know the pain which the other person is going through. Reality is same, but different people pursue it completely differently based upon the thoughts which are running in the mind. Okay, step by step thoda samjho. And now let me give a different variation to this. What if the thoughts which are running in your mind is disempowering thoughts? Okay, opportunities are not there. It's not possible to become successful. Lifelong struggle will continue like this only. I cannot do it. I always need support from somebody else. You know what will happen? Because of these thoughts, you will naturally look for such circumstances only in the real world, where you will feel, oh, I cannot do it. I need help from somebody here. Where you will feel, Are dekho, here also the opportunity went to somebody else. Now I told I don't get opportunity. Nothing but reality will be whatever. You will see only that whatever you believe. And you might feel that that's the truth, but that's not really the truth. Your mind is hacked. It is seeing only what you want to see. That's where some people in small situations see big opportunities, and some people are completely lost. They are like, kuch bhi nahi ho sakta, nothing can happen in this situation. So understand, your life is all because of what is dumped in your brain. Doesn't matter who did it in the past, but if you feel your life is struggling because those thoughts are very much dominated in your mind, your life is a very painful journey and it's very hard to do things, and if that is there in your subconscious mind, you will always see that in the real world. Okay, let me tell you an incident. This happened like 6 months ago or even earlier than that, while I was taking these transformation sessions itself. Okay, really unfortunate truth. Okay, really sad. One person actually took a screenshot and he gave a screenshot of his friend to me. Okay, and I don't remember word by word the conversation, but the person whose screenshot I got, actually that person completed graduation. He was one of the topper in his class. He completed graduation, and after that 6 to 8 months he was just in the industry working somewhere here and there, and he committed a suicide. Graduation करके 6 to 8 months में he committed a suicide. And just before he committed, 2 days before, he added a post on Facebook. And that message, I don't remember it exactly, but the high level gist was ki life is so unfair. This is a cruel world, cruel people. Everybody wants to take away opportunities from one another. I hate to be in such a kind of situation, and I am so sad to see that this is a terrible world. Something like this message, Dala, and after 2 days, that guy did suicide. Now, unfortunate thing is, that's what got planted in his mind. That's not the reality. In reality, there is everything. There is good thing, there is bad thing. His mind just saw the pain of the world, and as long as he was thinking about that pain, he always noticed pain only. We cannot blame that guy, because he was not knowing how he basically sees. Now everybody right now might be good people, but he's trying to find one bad thing which that good people would have done, and then says, oh, he's a bad guy. So understand, you perceive the world based upon what you think. That's where some of the big authors, they say everybody looks at the world through a lens, and that is just a filter which you have towards the world. That's not the reality. So whatever you think, you see only that, and whatever you see, you believe it more, and that's where life does not change for many of the people. Okay, a point is, once you know this truth, okay, how your mind operates, it is our responsibility to fix this, because you cannot think, okay, life is like this, life is like that, and problems. You need to train your mind to think reverse. If problems are there, but I want solution. I know that I can do it. I don't need support from anybody. Internet is there. I have a logical brain. I have a smart brain. Let me figure out. I will face it confidently. If opportunities are not coming, I will create my own opportunities. Nothing but empowering belief system has to be developed within us. That's the only solution to live a successful life. Because those who become successful, their strong thought processes: I am capable, I am strong, I can do it. The belief system is that powerful. Okay, and then they become successful. Not everybody. That's the reason less than 20% people think in that manner, train themselves in that manner, and go there. Good part is we all can train for that. Human beings can change, our mind can evolve, our habits can evolve. The thing is, you need to do it by following the right practice, by being aware what will work for you, what will not work for you, and why you're not able to do like this. एक step by step transition if you do, you will be able to evolve. उसके बाद फिर क्या career है, क्या life है, everything will become easy for you. The thing is, you have to switch your belief system. Okay, so guys, that's the third conclusion. Understand the reality. Okay, you look at the world through whatever is running in your mind, and whatever you run in the mind, that's what you will attract more in your life. Because if you see life is painful, you will see only pain, and you will attract pain in your life because you're seeing only pain there. Okay, so problem ka to lot of things discussed. Now what's the solution, and how do you clean up this mess which is already created? Don't think it is not done, like for me, for you, for everybody, because we live in this connected world where people are throwing thoughts. Your family is throwing thoughts, society is throwing thoughts, friends are throwing thought, internet is throwing thought, social media is throwing thought. Thoughts are all going in. Now you need to start becoming a cleansing source for yourself. You need to clean your mind. How do we clean our mind? Okay, simple system. Okay, it needs strategy, but simple system. Okay, cleaning your thought, simple approach will be, okay, you need to first add more empowering thoughts repeatedly in your life. Okay, you need to think more powerful about yourself. Okay, negative baat hi nahi karni. Okay, because as long as you say, Arey, it is tough, I cannot do it, these are all negative things. You need to switch your conversation with yourself. Ki, okay, ho jayega, things will work out. Okay, I am confident it will happen. I am smart, my brain is very good, I can think, I can come up with a solution. Your conversation with yourself should change immediately. If you realize, Arey, you are thinking negative about yourself, stop that pattern, convert it into a right empowering thought, and it is possible for you to do. So the first thing is, you need to develop a hook in your mind. Whenever you think negative, either yourself or people talking about it, immediately you have to reverse the thought and think, hey, no, it's reverse. Okay, it's possible, I can do it. What's the solution? How do I solve it? I believe in myself, I have potential. You need to change that thought. Don't never tell, yeah, I am not able to do it, life is painful. Change the approach. Okay, so that's step number one. Okay, replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts, whether it is coming from outside world, from social media, from your own mind, but replace it. Okay, second step is, you need to repeat it long enough. This empowering thoughts repeated every single day long enough. We don't know how much long it could be. Few weeks, few months, 6 months, 1 year. You are trying to clean a mind which you have trained for past 25 years. Utna wiring ko dismantling, forming new patterns in the mind will take time. Be aware of this. Otherwise, you will be in your own jail of mind and you will be always trapped. So fix yourself. No matter how much time it takes, you constantly keep thinking about empowering thoughts. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Because what will happen is the more you repeat, the more it will get inside your subconscious mind. If you're not repeating, it will never insert into your life. So if you think only once, it is there in the conscious brain, which is 5% of the brain, it will not even reflect in your life. But when you repeat it daily, long enough, multiple times during the day, if you avoid every negative thought, pump all the positive, 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 long enough repeatedly, slowly and steadily, from your conscious brain, these repeated thoughts will start getting into your subconscious mind. And once it is planted inside, that's what you will see in the world. And that's what you will attract in the world. Okay, there are few tip points now. Okay, after research and psychology, these points are said key. In your 24-hour cycle, there are two places, two times when your subconscious mind and conscious mind ka gap becomes very narrow. Okay, and that points are: one, when you're going to sleep; second one, when you're about to wake up. So if you understand how this meditation and all that works, how the sleeping pattern and awaking pattern of a human being operates, if you understand that there is a lot of research done, your brain goes through a lot of this gamma waves, beta waves, alpha waves, transition happens from your active state to sleep state. All this keeps happening when you go to sleep and when you wake up. So people are saying that when these kind of specific waves are generated in the mind, the gap between your conscious brain and subconscious brain reduces significantly. So all your aim should be dump as maximum positive thoughts from your conscious brain into your subconscious. And the best times to do that is while you are going to sleep and immediately when you wake up in the morning. So right from today onwards, guys, know it. You need to force and think strong thoughts about yourself. And more specifically, when you are going to sleep, especially assert yourself: I am good. I will solve all my problems. I believe in myself. And with that state, go to sleep. And in the morning, also, when you wake up, again trigger with the same thoughts. Because we are not aware of this. So, unknowingly, these two times we are in front of social media doing chit chat and we just waste it. These are beautiful time of our 24-hour cycle where we can choose how we should think in order to plant those greatness thoughts into our subconscious. And once it gets there, you look at the world from that angle, and that's where the opportunity lies. Okay, so there are two key things which you need to remember for training your subconscious mind. One is repetition of the right thoughts, and second one is these two times of the day you should repeat it very strongly. When you wake up in the morning and when you're about to go to sleep, don't engage with any disheartening activities, low confident activities at these two times, because the more you do, the more you are training your mind for failure. Okay, and guys, that saying which says practice makes you perfect. Okay, so if you practice wrong things, you will become perfect in the wrong things. If you practice too much of negative thoughts, you will become a master of negative thoughts. कि यार बचा के दिखाओ ये बंदे को, ये तो डूब के ही मानेगा. That's what we are doing it to ourselves, because we are repeating it so much that we are just becoming perfect in bad habits. Okay, now one by one we can change it. Okay, step by step karna pade. Okay, now let's start discussing how do you form these change habits. Okay, so far clear, guys? Important thing, first half of today's session, you need to choose what you think. Okay, don't believe in what your family says, what your friend says. If it is encouraging, supporting, making you boosted, okay, empowering thoughts, yes, you can do it. We can do it, man. We are special. We have great abilities. Chalo, let's knock this interview down. Let's get a job. Let's go up the cycle. Let's take more challenges. If these thoughts are coming from the people around you, consume. If they are talking negative, start maintaining distance from such people. If they talk negative around you, stop those people. Okay, bhai, you should not do all these talks in front of me, because every thought that you listen, that will run in your mind. So you need to protect your own identity. Otherwise, the world left dengi, right dengi, and nikal legi. That's what will happen. If you allow people to play with you, they will just play because nobody cares. Your life will be screwed up in the end, because they go, everybody wants to give gyan. Okay, हाँ भाई ये कर ले. When you are in problem, everybody will, अरे ये कर ले, हो जाएगा, ये कर ले. But when they are in problem, they will know the actual pain. So you need to understand, when others are giving you thoughts, which thoughts are good and powerful, encouraging, accept only that. If negative things are coming, stop them, no matter who those people are. It could be your family, it could be your friends. You should not encourage them to talk anything down to you. Okay, this is not possible, life is tough. Well, not okay. Let's not talk it. I want to solve the problem. Okay, so that one, and then repeat it long enough. More importantly, during the morning time, during the sleeping time, repeat, 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 repeat. Slowly, these new beliefs will become a part of your subconscious, and that will spread through your life. And then you will start finding results will be different, because now you look at the world through a different lens, where there is hope, there is possibility, there is empowerment, there is success, there are strategies, there is a solution for every problem, where you are self-sufficient, you are independent, you're strong, you're not dependent on anyone. And then you will get all the results you want, because you look at the world with that attitude, and it is possible to develop that attitude. Okay, in the third week we are going to even take up the habits of book reading and following some very strong successful personalities on social media. So the more you follow them, you will consume their thought process, and then you will realize how great people think and act. So that's what we are planning, that as part of the week 3. But the more you consume, the more you will become that. Okay, fine. So far this is the first part. Okay, now let's talk about more detailed, okay, how habits will be formed. Habits are nothing but something which happens automatically without much efforts. Right now we are saying wake up early, wake up early. Some of us are like, nahi karte hai na. Right? There will be some situations where you will feel, okay, ki, I want to do something great. But if you are not putting your full efforts, you did not get results in that. Then people will draw wrong conclusions out of it. Yaar, maybe it's not meant for me, I'm not able to do it. Okay, wrong conclusions, if you keep feeding in your thoughts, it will be problem. Okay, now third problem, we all have new year resolutions. We start a new thing, we do it for 1 month, and second month say we are back to our old life cycle. Okay, it's like February say all back to normal. Even there is, I think I came across this joke, gym wale people, they say, yeah, we like those guys who take 6 month subscription, 1 year subscription, because they pay more money and they come only for, like, they get pumped up, ha, ek saal ke liye lete hai, and they come only for like 3 weeks. So like, we like those guys who really go for that shot. So these are like atrangi log. Now just understand one problem which majority of the people, and it's not specifically one person's problem, it is all in us. We start the thing, we are not able to stay consistent long enough with that. Okay, and now thoda sa let's understand this here, where things are going wrong. Once you started, okay, let's say you're doing something, some habit. Let's say, for example, right now, observe your lifestyle. You have been doing these things since past many years of your life. For example, daily waking up, let's say at around 8 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. You might be following this lifestyle since past many years. You are using social media since past many years now. Okay. You are not reading books since past many years now. You are watching or spending too much time on TV watching or series or movies and all since many years now. Okay. You are not doing exercise since many years now. Some of you might do it from certain time. Okay. But just understand, whatever you are doing right now with your life, majority of the things you are doing since a long time. Okay, very few things changes, otherwise life on an average runs in a similar momentum. Now what happens is, the way we spoke about our mind, repeated thoughts will train. Like that, repeated physical actions will also train your mind. Okay, our body, our physical body is also having its own memory. This is scientifically proven fact. Our physical body also has its own memory. It remembers things. Okay, while you're typing on laptop, your finger knows where the positions are. You don't have to think about it, it just types. While you're driving on the road, initially you will be very alert, but as you do it for many years, it just happens. You're in talking to one another, some emergency happens on the road, somehow the clutch brake coordination just works, because the body is trained for that, because you repeated it so long. So just understand, whatever you have been doing in your life since a long time, your brain is trained to do that, your body is trained to do that. Nothing but those things have become habits for you. Okay, even if you don't want it, it will happen by default. That's what is the definition of habit. It will happen by default. Now unfortunate thing is, if those habits are bad for your future, like low attitude, low confidence, overthinking, disbelieving, and not doing exercise, not reading books, not waking up early, not energizing yourself on a daily basis, not thinking positive thoughts, your life is basically going to be always messed up, because you are just thinking the negative habits, and that is running by default, like autopilot mode pe your life is running. Now the thing is, if you try to change this, okay, no, from tomorrow onwards, I want to think powerful. I want to have a different personality. From tomorrow onwards, I will wake up early. I will read books. I will learn new skills. I will do confidently whatever task is given to me. If you're trying to change it, remember, your old body pattern doesn't allow that change. So when you take a new year resolution, you say, I want to change it, your old body is trained for something else. Your mind is trained for something else. You try to change it, you yourself will block your own success. Your mind will be like, Arey, for past 5 years, you're not doing gym. Why do you want to do gym now? Your body will be, Arey, we are relaxed now. We are watching televisions, lying on sofa nicely. Why do you want to do it? Nothing but the initial resistance will come from your mind and your body itself. Why? Because these are new things. The old patterns are different. The new patterns that you're trying to install, the old self resists the change. Now you have to be careful about it. That's the reason those who are not careful about this, you yourself is fighting yourself, they will end up stopping the new habit, because your life will be driven by the old habits which you have. That's where you need to form new habits step by step. Okay, simple of that is, let's understand how to form it. First of all, let's take this first approach. Whatever new habit you want to apply in your life, like thinking positive, or starting a new skill on Udemy courses, or whatever new habit you want to apply on yourself, decide one fixed time for that. Daily at this time I will do it. Okay, nothing but guys, you need to give a pattern to your mind and the body, and the pattern will be every single day of my life at, let's say, 9 p.m. I am going to learn something new. That is a pattern which you are trying to tell to your mind. and stick with that pattern no matter what happens. Initially, your mind and the body will be, "Arey, 9 p.m. we used to watch television, now we used to go with friends outside now." Now, all of a sudden, you want to change. Initially, they will say, "No, no, no, don't change, don't change." But if you stick with this time, 9 to 10, I will daily do this as a habit, fixed time, as a pattern, slowly and steadily, this new habit will start forming. Nothing but your mind will be like, "Okay, let's see what this new habit is." Your body will also try to change, because human beings are born and designed to adapt to change. That's natural in us. We can change. The point is, it takes some time. You need to understand, guys. This is the biggest learning, and I think you should remember this all throughout your life. Okay, and that's the biggest of it all, which I have ever experienced in my full life. This COVID time came, and the entire world learned to stay inside house and to use mask in a duration of 1.5 to 2 years of time. A habit was generated where it is okay. Initially, people were not uncomfortable because the old lifestyle was different. People were not comfortable to stay at home. Initial 6 months, 8 months, there were problems. If you look at internet, or if you see history, what happened in the beginning, 6 months, 8 months, everybody like, "Ghar mein kya karenge," and like people are going crazy. I want to go at least on my terrace. Lot of nonsense happening. But the pattern was repeated. No, you have to stay at home. There is no other option. Be at home, be at home, be at home. Slowly, the mind and the body accepted that. And then 1 year, 1.5 year, people started living comfortably at home. They were not having that irritation, "Arey, abhi I want to go outside." Nothing but 1.5 year may a lifestyle, whatever you were not doing since the birth, that was changed. So if such a big habit can be installed, everything else is a smaller deal then. Remember this, okay, you experienced that biggest change which was practically possible in this past 2 years. And with this thought, get into the game of installing all powerful, empowering thoughts and habits in your life, and removing all negative one, and know it, in a matter of 1.5 year, that change will happen, guaranteed, because a human being adapted, the world adapted, you are part of it. Okay, now what you need to do is fix one time. That one time is, let's say, 9 p.m. or morning 6 a.m. or during the day, whatever time. Now that, make it a pattern. Every day at the same time, every day at the same time, repeat, repeat, repeat. Your mind and the body will be like, "Oh, in this 24-hour cycle, here something different happens." It will start accepting it. And once it starts accepting, you have to be consistent. You give breaks in between, the pattern will never be formed. And if it is not becoming a pattern, your mind and the body likes to go back to the old patterns. So stay consistent, repeat, repeat, repeat. Slowly and steadily, the internal resistance will loosen up. Things will start becoming easy for you. And then you repeat long enough. Then this will become the new habit. Okay, by daily 9 to 10, you will learn something. And guys, maybe if you just make this as your 1 year plan, the way COVID time, 1.5 year, may you learn something. Maybe if you make this, okay, every day of my life, all throughout my life, 9 to 10 p.m., I will learn something. If you make this itself as your habit, do it for next 1 year, 2 years, and you will realize that lifelong, not doing it will become painful. Okay, what will happen is, if you continue this pattern for 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, then at 9 p.m., if you go and put on the television, your mind will be like, "What is this crap coming?" You will be like, "I'm spending time, like there is no value in all these other things." Your mind and the body will say, "Go and learn something." That's how powerful a human system is. The same system will backfire on you if you misuse it, if you give the wrong inputs to it, and the same system will push you towards growth if you are feeding the right inputs to it. It is a blank mind and a system given to every human being, and now it's a choice. How do you drive this magnificent machine that is given to us? Our mind and the body. You garbage in, you will get garbage out. And the more you repeat, the more it will wire, and that will become your lifestyle. And that's the reason some of the people will unfortunately forever have a very struggling life, because that's what they think, that's what they believe, that's what they do, and they are not able to change themselves. So, but that's where we said whatever we are discussing with this career program, second week we are in that. Key knowing the techniques of change is step number one. Doing it is step number two. But building the habits is what will give you lifelong lasting results. And habit formation might take time. COVID time proved 1.5 years was taken for the world to adapt. Now, if you follow this system for next 1.5 years, let me tell your entire life you will be on a different track. But again, a thing will come. The way you will form new habit, you will continue. But if you stop doing that, initially it will be painful. But after 6 months, 1 year, if you stop doing it, you will even adapt to a different thing. So know this. This is how a human being operates. We can adapt to anything that we are exposed to. Let's say 5 years ago, I was thinking very powerful and strong about me. My lifestyle was different. I was getting hardcore results. Then I stopped putting efforts. All of a sudden, that will become my lifestyle, and slowly, slowly, my downfall will start. You need to understand nobody stays at the same level of success without putting hard work. Human beings change, your results in life will change. Sometimes right now you're at a lower level. If you work more hard, build new habits, you will rise to a better level. Now continue with that, then more success will come. Now if you stop doing those habits, gradually downfall level will also come to your life. That's what life is about. It's all about what you keep repeating. That's where some of the authors have so said this thing, ki success is something which you have borrowed on rent. It is not purchased. You will not become successful forever. It is something that you have taken it for rent, and you have to pay your dues. Your dues are your efforts, commitments. Don't think एक बार success बन गया and don't like start flying up in the air. It is just the beginning. You stop doing things, वहां से downfall will also happen. So success is taken on rent, and you need to justify every single day of your life. Okay, why do you deserve that success? And your hard work, growth mindset, dedication, smart work, all of these will be a proof. Okay, yes, this guy deserves success. And from there, keep pushing yourself, and you will rise even more bigger. But just understand, knowing the techniques, performing practically, and then building a habit. And it might take time, but if you really look 100 years of lifespan, this is worth doing. Okay, this is worth doing. If you don't live to your fullest potential, life is going to always messy. So even if it takes 2 years for building new systems and habits, put that effort, because next 60 years you can enjoy a very great life. Don't give up right now because your old patterns are not supporting you. Start pushing, build it. You will realize future lifelong 60 years that you will be like, wow, thank God I did that in the year 2022, because of which you will enjoy the fruits all throughout your life. Okay? This is what it is as part of today's session. Understand how your brain operates, understand you, and the actions that you do will result in your circumstances, will bring opportunities to you, and understand it is possible to change from good to bad, bad to good, and all throughout your life that change might happen. It might slow down with age, but still your brain keeps learning. Habits still keeps changing, formations still keep changing. It's possible. Okay, people at the age of 50, they realize, oh, my life is going bad and I have to change. From 50, they started working on themselves and they also changed. So understand, human being is a masterpiece. Age is not the bar. It might take more time because 50 years of old past habits needs to be flushed. Okay, but COVID times may that also happen. I think you should observe whoever like aged people in your family. Just see what their experience was with COVID times. If they are habituated to go outside always, how did they respond in this 2 years of time? Just analyze, because that's what will tell you how the brain wiring can change even at the age of 60s and 70s. Okay, fine. Now, let's do a few quick things. Whatever you understood out of today, let's make a short post of it and submit it on LinkedIn. And meanwhile, we'll track the attendance. Okay. Habit installation. Keep your mind open. Be ready to change, explore, conclude something meaningful. Okay, what you want to do with your life with all this information that we shared right now. Meanwhile, let me give you the attendance. And that's where life will become a game for you. It will not be pain anymore. If you know how you operate, it's just like a machine. Then your brain is a machine, your body is a machine. You change your use case, you observe, Arey, wow, maza aa gaya. Now you change again. You play with your life and you'll realize ki, Arey, life is pretty entertaining in that manner. You don't need games. You itself, you have your own system for playing. Do experiments with your life, with your time, with your thoughts. That's where there's industry like brain research industries and all that is succeeding so much to understand human mind and the body connections, behavior connections. Guys, everybody post it on LinkedIn, guys. In the future coming sessions on LinkedIn and other places, we are going to get more active. Okay, so don't shy out. Don't shy out. Be bold, be brave. The world needs bold people, confident people. So don't think what others will say. If you have some opinion, add it. When you will be in your meetings in your companies, if you add some values and thoughts, then only people will appreciate you. If you're just attending the meeting, ki, हाँ, tell me what I should do, these people will be like, Arey yaar, matlab, there is no contribution from this guy. Why even call this person? We'll tell the conclusion only to this. But those who contribute thoughts, share their views, they will be considered. So don't be afraid. If you think something, if you have opinions, share it. And what thoughts you are learning and sharing here will be definitely helpful for the world as well. So don't hold yourself back, guys. Opportunities will be more if your confidence is good. Okay, so let me share the link. Chat. And tomorrow is the last day of week 3. Are Shravan, whatever you heard in this entire session, whatever you understood, prepare a quick post and share that. Even it could be a one-liner post, guys. Whatever one thing you really understood. It need not be very detailed. One-liner post about your mind, about your habit, anything. Share your opinions. That's required. Rare. Okay. Start posting something, give some value. Don't get into use cases, what to do, what not to do. If you feel something is right, just post it. Okay, so code for today 7777, and here's the attendance link, everyone. And again, so tomorrow we will do the calculation. 90% of the people who have attended this week 2, so we'll do that math by tomorrow. And after that, find out some way to do charity. Kuch bhi chota mota kyun na ho, guys. As simple as just take maybe 1 kg rice, give it to somebody who needs it. or as simple as just biscuits, right? Road pe koi rahega, just take some biscuits, just go out and feed some people. Okay, kuch bhi, matlab plant some seed of kindness in you. That's what is required. Okay, more than ourselves, think about others, thoda sa wo plant kar lo, and future may you yourself will be very much amazed ki how beautiful you will become. Okay, that's how your life will start adding more value to other people also. Okay, so over weekend
So,
do that. Yeah, Akila.
yeah, you share the point of what you felt now. Like, let the share. What do you discuss right now? Become bold and sharing the points
Mm-hmm.
now. So
Mm-hmm.
it's one thought came and I want to
Uh-huh.
share.
Uh-huh.
And yeah,
Acha, so
so
you're
this
becoming bolder now. Nice.
actually I
Yeah,
became the bold like to share the points already.
very
Like
good.
somewhat nature is there within me.
Very good.
With the nature. So let me go to the point straight away. Maybe starting of this session, earlier session, communication was not much good at me, like speaking skills, confidently speaking now. So after that time, the programs you are running, going to live sessions and the pronunciation, adjectives, verbs, using the sentences, taking the pauses and composed breathing also between now. So these skills much I get master. I cannot say how much I able to speak, how able to explain right now. One thing
Mm-hmm.
I can say recently I started my things into my own platform in other sector, going to public platform, sharing my thoughts, knowledge in there. So there
Very
I
good.
confidently speaking with the camera, face version also. So this is the thing has changed, became dragged me into some other level, next level. And people who use it now will become better in these areas. That's it I can say.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir, so
very good.
much.
Pleasure, pleasure. That's what, guys. Keep taking actions. Don't hold yourself back. Okay. So Akhila, she felt the change, experienced that growth in herself. Even I think Nigar, like usko de do chance, and Nigar like pura ek session le legi. So like very confident and देखो, that's human nature again. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll become. Remove the hesitation, start doing it. And we are trying to create activities, tasks, and in internal groups, that you can really use it as a platform to become better, become bold, become confident. And these guys are like since past what 6 months, even I think more. So they are really in a long shot to make all these things as a habit. Okay, and that's what it is. So understand, it might take time, but it's something worth putting effort for, considering a long-term shot. Okay, it's 10:01, and thanks Akila for sharing, and keep applying, guys. We are into the week 2. There is a way to go still. Attendance con ho gaya hai. Okay, so we are with Shravan, Akhila, Amulya, Shinu, Krishna, Nigar, Achal, Alok, Lakshmi, Shruti, Mayur, Shravan, Harshali. दो दो श्रवण है क्या? Okay, yeah, then Dibesh, Sakshi, and Afsar. ठीक है? Okay, guys. So everybody, anybody pending, please mark your attendance quickly. Already we have added it there, and chalo, let's push yourself. Just know it कि how your life is a mystery, and right from tomorrow onwards, start moving towards a better journey of life. Okay, already we are doing it, but with more awareness, go towards that, knowing what will happen and the consequences of your thoughts and your actions. Okay, and chalo, tomorrow is the last. Hey, oh, let's hold on. Let's hold on. Let's do a quick daily review. Let's not close it. Okay, let's do a quick daily review. Everybody, go to your OneNote solve. It just takes 5 minutes. Go to your OneNotes, and whatever items you have finished, move it into the done section. Make that also a regular habit. First, all completed actions move to done. Okay. Second, ask yourself questions. What went right? Okay. What planned items you were not able to complete? Okay, next, what problems you faced during the day. Next, what can you improve tomorrow to get better results. I'm pasting this. I'll share my screen and paste it in chat as well. Ask these 4 questions and start writing at least one point about each of it. Okay, so yeah, simple. That's the daily routine. Day review. And even as part of that, analyze how many of us have really applied the Pomodoro system, how many Pomodoros we applied, how much concentrated we are, did we shut down our phone, and then ask yourself question, Arif, when you know it will work, why are you still not doing it? And it's all now, today's session will give you more clarity because we are not trained for that. Our mind and the body is not habituated for that. That's where it is tough. And then tomorrow try to do it again, try to stick with it for some time, merge everything together. Okay, so okay, I'm pasting these questions in a chat as well. Quickly do this. What went right? What planned items you were not able to complete? What problems you faced during the day? And how can you improve tomorrow? Okay, I'm stopping the screen share. I pasted it there. And chalo, let's close it in a few minutes. That's it. It's just self-analysis. And after that, the last question was today, are you satisfied with your today? Okay, it's either a yes or a no. Okay, be honest to yourself, and if the answer is no, again, that's what, analyze it. Okay, why it's happening like that, why am I not satisfied, and how I can do things differently, and daily doing it, एक rhythm आ जाएगा where you will start really improve. Okay, ठीक है. So chalo, thank you everybody, and let's close this quick activity and see you guys tomorrow morning 6 a.m. Okay, and tomorrow is the last, so tomorrow definitely come. It's Saturday Sunday, so so lena thoda sa if you want. Okay, so thank you.